find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Bertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
Thanks to you. Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
From Inlow Field, good evening and welcome to Week 8 of high school football here on IndianaSRN alongside Mike Scovara. I'm Jevin Redmond. It's the 6-1 Tigers taking on the 5-2 Alice's. Kickoff coming up here in about 15 minutes. Tonight's broadcast of Tigers football is brought to you by Memorial High School, Melk, Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing, Ivy Tech, Community College, Pet Food Center. Tigers football is brought to you by Carresso Landscape, Rockabar Pizza, Lansing Building Specialties, Zemer Funeral Home. Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you by People's Furniture, Mattress Outlet, Hyundai of Evansville, and the Memorial Booster Club. Already week 8 of the high school football season, just 2 regular season games left. And Mike, as we look at tonight's matchup, it's really like the teams are playing each other. They've had similar storylines throughout the year. They both have good records. The Tigers 6-1, the Owls is 5-2. Both teams coming off difficult losses last week in which they were shut out. And, both teams are without their starting quarterback.
Yeah, other than that, there's no difference, right? But in any case, also with similarities continue, Jevin, is the fact that they both run similar offenses, one-back offense, maybe a two-back. Difference maybe slightly, Vincennes, Lincoln Alice's, Coach Salter's ball club will usually run a tight end. Defensively, it's the same. 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and with the running game being up front here tonight with the reserve quarterbacks inexperience, we might see the running game. You might see 8 men in the box that will move up one of those cornerbacks to make it a little tougher to run.
You look at last week for the Tigers, a 34-0 loss at Wrights. They're ranked second in Class 4A for Vincennes. They lost at North last week 31-0. Again, trying to find their way with their backup quarterback. Do you overreact to last week or do you just move on and try to get better?
Well, you can play what you have. And, again, with both teams, the quarterbacks out, you have to come up with the people that you're confident in doing. And Coach Hurley's got confidence in both Will Petke and Liam Bryant, as Coach Salters has a lot of confidence in their quarterback as well, and in Luke Lindsay. The thing with Lindsay is, he's probably their best receiver. So they lose something at receiver, and certainly they don't have Xander Hunt, who, again, one of the top players coming back from play last year in the SIC.
As we compare the coaches, we talk about Coach Hurley a lot throughout the year. He has won 6 of the last 7 sectionals. He's in his 16th season here with the Tigers. For Vincennes, Levi Salters in his 7th year. He has won 1 sectional title. That was back in 2019. But Coach Salters has done a nice job with this program.
Certainly has. And they've got some talent there, and he usually maximizes it. Coach Hurley, he's 6-0 against Vincennes as a head coach. Coach Salters is 0-4. So Coach Hurley would like to continue that, and Coach Salters would like to come up with their first win. In fact, Memorial has won the last 6 contests, and when you go back into the 1960s to 2000, Vincennes won 6 in a row. The all-time series, Evansville Memorial leads 9-7-1.
We will talk about the game plans more in depth later on our pregame show, but real quick, both sides tonight, give me one thing for Vincennes, one thing for Memorial. Probably a lot of running action tonight.
Yeah, whose defense is going to be able to step up? And both teams have excellent linebackers. So we're going to have to watch the linebacker play. On the offensive side, whose passing game is going to be more relevant? And with those two things, that will do a lot to come away with the outcome.
Let's take our first time out. When we come back, we'll have our player spotlight for tonight's matchup. It is Vincennes and Memorial. Kickoff at 6:30. Glad you're with us here on IndianaSRN.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Back on our pregame show here at Enlow Field alongside Mike Scavara, I'm Jevin Redmond. They're going through the senior night festivities right now for the Tigers. Our first fall night. It feels like fall. It'll be cool by the end of the game this evening. And just 2 games left in the regular season. Sectional draw is this Sunday at 5 o'clock. The Tigers will wrap up the regular season next week at Castle. Right now, focus is on Vincennes. And we take a look at our player spotlight. A couple of guys on defense for the Atlases. We'll start with junior linebacker Will Hambrick.
Yeah, 2-year starter Hambrick. He's a leader of the defense, leads in tackles, very physical, good speed. He'll play sideline to sideline, high football IQ according to Levi Salters.
And also a senior, number 58, Daniel Nash.
Daniel Nash, offensive lineman, a captain, 3-year starter. He was an all-state player for the Indiana Football Coach Association, all-state team, dedicated, hard worker. And Coach Salter says, the strongest player on the team. And I said, now, strongest player on the team in your tenure? He says, no, one of the strongest players ever at Vincennes.
For the Tigers, one of the seniors being recognized right now, 55, Brian Morphew.
Morphew is one of those guys that multiple position player. He's all the special teams, very dependable, hard worker. One of the several seniors the Tigers have this year that really go all out. Again, a team first type player.
Tigers' go-to player offensively is junior Luke Elserman at the wide receiver slot.
2-year starter, multiple sport player, multiple positions, returns kicks, passes, runs, and up until last week, he was the leading receiver in 4A.
When we come back, we'll have our Rock-A-Bar starting lineups. Kickoff is moments away, less than 10 minutes away here on IndianaSRN.
Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Tigers football here on IndianaSRN, Week 8 action. The 5-2 Alices taking on the 6-1 Tigers. And we give you our Rock-A-Bar starting lineups. First for Vincennes, mentioned 5-2 on the year. They average 30 points per game, but they are now playing with a backup quarterback.
Yeah, and they miss Xander Hunt. You know, he accounted for over 1,000 yards rushing and passing. They've rushed for 600 yards. Passed for 600 yards. They've rushed for almost 1,700 yards. Good offensive line, good strength, and Daniel Nash, we profiled him. He's a guy to watch.
Vincennes' defense has been serviceable this year. They allow just about 19 points per game. What stands out defensively for them?
The linebacker core. You got Jace Cannett, 64 tackles, Blake Green, 75, and Will Hambrick, 67. Those are the go-to guys defensively, and they're going to be charged with stopping the rush and the pass for the Tigers.
For the Tigers, they averaged 24 points per game offensively. Shut out last week at Wrights in that 34-0 loss. They make a quarterback switch with junior Liam Bryant.
Yeah, Bryant did a nice job. He was 7 of 13 last week against Wrights for 109 yards. He'll be responsible for running the offense at the start of this ball game. That offense, again, the passing over 1,200 yards, but rushing only around 700. So the offensive line, young at the beginning of the season. Week 8, you've got to be able to continue to get better.
That Tigers defense has been great all season long. Had a tough matchup last week against Wrights. They give up just 10 points per game.
Yeah, and they've been able to, unfortunately, give up a lot of points the last 2 games after being ranked second in the state. Another good linebacking core of Broshears, Nichols, and Tanner Grease. And, of course, Alex Broshear is the leading tackler in the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Wrights Memorial High School, providing an environment where God inspires, they educate, and students thrive since 1925. Check their website out at wrightsmemorial.org for more information. We have a few minutes here, Mike. Let's talk about some of the matchups and how the standings look in the SIAC. Again, 2 games left counting tonight. You have Wrights in first place. They're 7-0. Memorial in second place at 6-1. Vincennes and North right behind Memorial at 5-2. So big game tonight with implications of second place in the conference standings. Matchups tonight, Castle at Central. Wrights is home against Boise. Harrison welcomes Mater Dei, and an intriguing matchup, North at Jasper.
Yeah, it ought to be shuffling out even more, and we could actually bunch it up even more, depending on who wins as in North and Jasper, and here Memorial and Vincennes. You could have a tie for second, or you could have a 4-way tie ending up for a third place as well.
Tigers will be at Castle next week to wrap up the regular season. Vincennes returns home after 3 straight weeks on the road, and they get Jasper to wrap up their regular season. There you see Vincennes making their way onto the field in their white uniforms. Tigers getting set in the end zone to our right, and we are moments away from kickoff here at Enloe Field. When we come back, we'll get Mike Scavara's keys to the game and then the kickoff between the Atlases and Tigers here on IndianaSRN.
Here at Hyundai of Evansville, we love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe, now getting an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance, and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
Join the tradition of supporting Memorial Athletics with the revamped and revitalized Booster Club. You can like them on Facebook for more information. The Wrights Memorial Athletic Booster Club, proud sponsors of tonight's Tigers broadcast, which features Vincennes and Memorial this evening. And Mike Scavara, we've touched on some of the key players and starting lineup. So if you're the coach for each side, what are some keys tonight?
Well, the running game, you might have Porter Road along with Horning for the Tigers, as you've got B.B. McCrary. He's got almost 700 yards rushing. So the running game is good, but we're looking to see which team can get a passing game. But really, the defenses for both sides have the antidotes for that, because of the fact that you got Raiden Benson. He's got 4 interceptions. He leads the conference with 4, and Max Thorne, he's got 3. But for the Tigers, you've got J.J. Lowry and Jeremiah McGuire. They're also coming up with 3 interceptions. So good secondaries for both teams. So it's all going to be coming down to, I think, who could run the football. I'm going to go back to old-fashioned football, and the running game should be key. But you also stop and think about it. The kicking game, it's a little windy here, the wind out of the west. You've got Porter Road, Pete Barrett, he's 17 of 18 on extra points and 6 of 7 field goals. The quarterback, Luke Lindsay, he's their place kicker. He's 27 of 29 on extra points. So it might come down to the kicking game as well.
You see the captains on your screen. The 2 guys on the left of the screen for each side are the injured starting quarterbacks, and Mike touched on it a little bit during pregame. Xavier Hunt, who played in 5 games for the Atlases, he was responsible for 17 of the team's 26 touchdowns so far this year. A good runner and also a good passer. He's out with an injury, so is Matthew Fisher for the Tigers, so we'll see how the backups fare this evening. You mentioned the running game. Good to see Porter Road back on the active sheet here this week. He was dressed last week, didn't play, but it appears Road will play this evening.
Yeah, you talk about Matt Fisher missing him. You know, he was 61 of 102 for almost 800 yards. He had 8 touchdown passes with no interceptions. So, yeah, Xander Hunt and Matthew Fisher will be sorely missed.
Tigers win the toss. They defer to the second half. Therefore, Vincennes will receive the opening kickoff. 65 degrees right now in Evansville. Will be in the mid to upper 50s by night's end, so it feels like fall finally. And really, we've had pretty nice weather throughout the year. Had that one hot week early on, week 2 against North. Otherwise, it's been pretty favorable in terms of weather this year. Our officiating crew this evening, the White Hat, is Stanley Vollmer. His crew consists of Michael Beasy, Ian Kicksmiller, John Kicksmiller, and Justin Cotter are the officials tonight. Tigers special team getting some instructions here before the opening kickoff, and Memorial is trying to move to 7-1. If Memorial wins tonight and Castle would get beat, they're at Central. The Tigers will then lock up the second place spot in the SIAC standings. Otherwise, I'm sorry, that would be North. If North loses at Jasper, I got those two teams mixed up, my apologies. So if North loses at Jasper, Memorial wins tonight, then they would lock up that second slot in the SIAC standings. Tigers take on Castle week 9 on the road. Castle has a 4-3 mark. The Tigers will kick off right to left on your screen. Glad to have you with us here on IndianaSRN with Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Redmond. Vincennes offense with their junior quarterback Luke Lindsay. They'll take the field first. Lindsay has only thrown 22 passes this year, completing half of them for 82 yards. And the Owls' special teams will try to set them up nicely. So here we go. Pate Barrett waits for the opening cue to kick it away. There it is. There goes Barrett. And week 8 of the high school football season is underway in Low Field between Vincennes and Memorial. Good end-over-end kick will float to the 14-yard line, returning middle of the field. Trying to find some open space and not much there for Quentin Butler, the sophomore on the turn for the Alices. And that's where Vincennes will start.
Good coverage there for the Tigers defense on special teams as Vincennes will start 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
B.B. McCrary, a junior running back for them, has close to 700 yards this year, 5 rushing touchdowns. Also, Tanner Gilbert will run it some. Drive officially starts from the 24-yard line. As expected, they go to the ground game and not much there. Fighting it back to the line of scrimmage was B.B. McCrary, the man just mentioned, the 5'6 junior. He was tripped up for a loss of a yard. Good start for the Tigers defense.
Yeah, top tackler again. Alex Brashears comes up with the tackle as Vincennes go to no-huddle offense.
McCrary in the backfield again. It'll be 2nd and 11 for Vincennes. Ball at their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw here on 2nd down. The pass goes across the middle. A juggling catch right around the 30-yard line. Good throw there by Lindsay, the junior, who again has only completed 50% of his passes. He hooks up with Darius Hill, the senior, and it sets up a manageable 3rd down.
As Lowry along with McGuire there, you're going to see Lindsay a lot of short passes. He's not going to be going downfield very often, and they've helped him out a little bit. They're starting out with 2 backs in the backfield.
Completion for 7 yards. It is 3rd and 4. Ball at their own 30. They motion a man right to left. Lindsay is going to give it on an inside give, and being stacked up there is 6'4" Darius Hill. He lost a yard. So good penetration by the Tigers defense should force a 3-and-out and a quick punt by Vincennes.
Alex Brashears along with Donovan Baker, and that'll force a punt situation. So try to go it up the middle. Stout defense from that front 4 and the linebacker crew. And as a result, Vincennes will punt it away.
So Kendrick and Elsterman will return. They are right around their own 35-yard line. This punt from Vincennes comes from Luke Lindsay. He averages about 35 yards per kick. So a 3-and-out, and this is a wobbling kick toward Kendrick, who lets it bounce at the 45-yard line. And really doesn't move much, just kind of gets stuck in the turf. It'll be deadened at the 45-yard line, so solid field position for Liam Bryan, who is making his first start at quarterback for the Tigers, a 6'2" junior, 205 pounds. He came in the 4th quarter against Wrights last week and led a couple of good drives. Didn't score, but did throw the ball okay. He's 10 of 18 in the season, and we'll see what he can do with his first drive.
Memorial, great field position, starting on their own 45-yard line.
Expect to see Porter Road back in there tonight. Road has been sidelined since that Week 4 game against Mater Dei.
They'll open up with trips down to the bottom of your screen.
And they've got Road to the left hip of Liam Bryant, the junior. Quick pass, Elserman looking for a block. He got it at the 50-yard line, working into Vincennes territory. A flag flies. He's got the first down to the 43. Mike Scavara thinks it's a face mask. Right now it's a first down for the Tigers. And actually it might be a sideline warning the way the near side official was motioning.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You called it there. And give them 12 in a first down. That's that quick screen pass. Got two good blocks by the outside receivers and picks up a first down on the first play. That's usually kind of like a long handoff.
Right. And also gives Brian some confidence making his first start. I'm sure there are some nerves.
Yeah, looking at the stats here, I don't think, and since the 30 years I've been keeping stats for Memorial, we've got 6 different players who have thrown a pass this year.
Here's a Wildcat look with Elserman lining up the quarterback spot, Road behind him. They're going to give it to Road right up the gut, and he blasts forward in between the hash marks of the 41. It's a gain of 2 for Porter Road, who is playing in just his 5th game this year. He's a senior. Now, in his first 4 games, he was averaging about 3 yards per carry.
Yeah, straight up the middle there, trying to take advantage of that 4-down lineman and try to kick out with the guards. As that'll set up a second down in long.
First drive for the Tigers after the Alices went 3 and out. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bryant's got Broshears to his left hip. Bryant looking to throw. He's going to chuck it far sideline, double coverage, and way over the head of Simon Schultz. Incomplete, brings up 3rd and 8.
Got good pass protection, but just overthrew his receiver.
There you see Schultz. That was the intended target. He has 17 catches this year, over 200 yards. Second leading receiver for the Tigers behind Elserman. It is 3rd and 8 for the Tigers. Ball at the Vincennes 41-yard line. They picked up 1 first down this drive on the very first play. Bryant motions Elserman left to right. They give it to him on the jet sweep, and he is greeted by the Vincennes defense, sandwiched and brought down. That was 32, Blake Green, and also 54, Aiden Lindauer. That's a big loss.
Well, they had that one scouted perfectly. When they see Elserman in motion, Elserman usually is going to get that shovel pass, and they were right there and coming up. Watch the left defensive end for Vincennes. He comes up with the big stop, as that will force the punt situation, as that was, again, Blake Green coming up with the initial stop, as well as Aiden Lindauer.
So Joseph Hickey will punt, the junior, 10 punts this year, average of 35 yards. Low snap, he handles it well. McCrary back to return. He calls for a fair catch, lets it bounce inside the 10. Now he's going to pick it up at the 5. He'd already set him for that fair catch. So a good punt for Joseph Hickey. That is his 4th punt that has been down inside the 20 this year. And the Owls are backed up.
Yeah, backed up big time. You get an exchange of field position there. Vincennes had the ball on their own 24 to start. Now they're starting on their own 5.
Carresso Landscaping has been serving Evansville and Newburgh for over 20 years for all of your landscaping installation and maintenance. If you are not satisfied with your lawn or landscaping, contact Carresso at 812-853-7606 or go online, Carresso.com. Drive starts from the Alice's 5. They're going to run it right up the middle. It's McCrary. He sneaks through for about a yard gain.
Yeah, when you're deep in your own territory, Jevin, it kind of limits your playbook, and you just try to run it out there and get some yards. They'll give them a hard-earned yard. That was the front 7 stopped them from literally no gain.
Now, McCrary averages 6.5 yards per carry. He has 4 different games this year where he's finished north of 100 yards rushing. Got 1 there on 2nd and 9. They run it far side. Able to get a few yards there. Is on the carry for the Alices is Mac McCormick.
And then we say his name often because that's why he's the leader in the SIAC. But Alex Broshear is another guy in the tackle. He goes sidelines to sidelines from that middle linebacker spot. 3rd down.
McCormick, the guy that just ran that ball, he appears to be bigger than 6'3", 210. He's just a sophomore. 3rd and 5 for Vincennes. So looking for the first down of the night. Also for McCormick to not having for any carries coming into play this evening.
And Coach Salters with the injured Xander Hunt having to shuffle things around.
This is McCrary, and he has stepped in the backfield for a loss of a yard, and Vincennes will have to punt for the second time tonight. This one will come from their own end zone.
Donovan Baker and the other defensive end for the Tigers, Ben Zemer, come up with the stop. And so with the ball inside the 10-yard line at the 9, Vincennes will have to punt it away.
Just one man back deep to return. That is Elserman for the Tigers. He's at the Vincennes 40. And it'll be Lindsay to punt once again. Low kick, hops the 35-yard line, and Elserman backs away. Takes a slight Vincennes roll and maneuvers just past the 45-yard line.
Well, the Tigers got to the Vincennes 45. They're going to start from the Vincennes 46 this time.
Hey, at Rockabar, they have a new location. It's at the corner of Green River Road and 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. Thanks to Rockabar for sponsoring tonight's Tigers broadcast.
Well, both defenses kind of feeling it out, what they've been able to do. But Memorial now has had good field position, Jevin, both of their possessions.
This drive starts from the Alice's 46-yard line. They bunch trips wide receivers here to the near side. And they're going to hand it off to Porter Road. That play never developed, and Road is dumped back at the 50-yard line for a loss of 4. That was a very slow developing play.
And a good job. We talked about that linebacker core, and good job that time coming up with the stop. What was the Vincennes linebackers? -4 on the carry.
Second and 14, ball at the midfield stripe. Balance set now, 2 wide receivers right, 2 left. Road in the backfield again with Liam Bryant. Vincennes got set late. It's a bad snap, and Bryant just falls on it back at the 38-yard line. So negative 12 yards on that bad snap, and it's 3rd and forever.
Yeah, that's a play that Liam Bryant has had a few times here so far in his career as the quarterback. So it's going to be 3rd, and you have to get to the next zip code.
3rd and 27 is what they say.
Yeah, Will Hambrick made that tackle against Road, and I tell you what, he's a handful, and we talked about him. We profiled him. Play clock down to 8.
Tigers appear to be disorganized a bit. Now they rush up the line of scrimmage. 2 seconds to snap it. Bryant gets it off just in time, but Coach Hurley calls a timeout. 4:21 left, opening quarter. Scoreless here at Inlow Field on IndianaSRN.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career. Your first pay raise. The 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family. Or the day of your last car loan payment. Much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Memorial. Hey, thanks for being here. You're in great hands.
Tigers had to burn a timeout before this 3rd down and 27 play.
This is where you throw it long, and if it gets intercepted, it's like a punt.
They're going to try to flip it out in the flat to Elserman, and the throw was a bit too tall off his fingertips, so now it is 4th down, and the Tigers will punt for the second time tonight. This drive actually started the Vincennes 46-yard line.
And they lost 16 yards on that possession.
One because of a bad snap, and the other a loss of 4 in a running play with Porter Road. So Joseph Hickey will punt for the second time tonight. That will allow B.B. McCrary to return. He fair caught the first punt from Hickey. wobbly kick. Another fair catch by McCrary as he catches a step shy of the 30-yard line. Hey, if you need a new front door, Linsing Building Specialties sells and installs a wide variety of exterior doors. Learn more at linsingbuildingspecialties.com.
34-yard punt, no return. So each team has had the ball twice. Each team has punted away. As Vincennes will start now from their own 28, they mark it.
So 2 drives so far for the Alices and 2 3-and-outs. Got McCormick and McCrary in the backfield again. Quarterback's going to run it. Luca Lindsay looking for a block. And he is shut off at the 30-yard line, a pickup of 2 for Lindsay, who came in 21 carries just north of 100 yards. J.J. Lowry made the tackle.
And the good job by the cornerbacks protecting the outside. Again, Lindsay, he's been called in to be the backup quarterback, a veteran, as he's normally, up until last week, was a wide receiver.
They're going to pitch it back to McCrary, and McCrary is balled up behind the line of scrimmage. Good thing they ran that ball if you're a Tiger fan, because Darius Hill was uncovered wide open here on the near side. He was trying to get Lindsay's attention.
Well, Sam Nichols did a good job of containing the pitch man, and that's a loss on the play of a couple yards.
You're talking about Lindsay, a good wide receiver for them whenever Xander Hunt was their quarterback. Lindsay had 10 catches, almost 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Right now, he is their quarterback, staring at a 3rd and 12 from their own 26-yard line, trip to the far side. And we have whistles before the snap. Now Vincennes calls their first timeout. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Zeros on both sides.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Linsing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at linsingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Rights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit rightsmemorial.org for more information.
Third and 12 for Vincennes. Late first quarter, no score. Ball at their own 26-yard line. On play action, Lindsay. They're going to throw it out here to Tanner Gilbert, who catches near sideline, stays in bounds. He lost the football right around the first down marker, but they say he stepped out of bounds first. He's going to be short of the first down, but that went for about 10 yards. Lindsay to Gilbert, 6-foot senior, 215 pounds.
That's a way to run the screen. Invite the front four up and then flip it out to the right and get good outside blocking. Come down the sideline, so that'll bring up a 4th down and manageable. And looks like Vincennes is going to go for it. They bring up 3 blockers to the right side. Normally the quarterback will follow that. We'll see what happens here.
Lindsay takes a snap, slipped through his fingers. He falls on the back of the 25-yard line. Our first miscue comes there on 4th and short. And the Tigers offense will take over at the Alice's 26-yard line.
I don't think Lindsay was ready. He was calling an audible or getting a play in from the sidelines. All of a sudden, the ball gets snapped.
So here's a look at it again. Just went right through his fingers. And now the Tigers offense in great position to get our first points of the night. Tigers' last drive started inside of Vincennes' territory at the 43-yard line. They went backwards and had to punt on a 3-and-out. Under center goes Bryant here on 1st and 10. They're trying to get Porter Road going, and he just has nowhere to go. He is dumped for a tackle for loss. Hayden Patton, the big 6'1 senior, 300 pounds, gobbled him up, and it's a loss of 3 for Porter Road.
Well, the Memorial offense has got it stuck in reverse gear.
So it's 2nd and 13 now for the Tigers. Here's a give to Road. He got through the initial line of scrimmage. Is able to weave his way back to about where the drive started, the Vincennes 26 or 27-yard line, a pickup of 2, and it's 3rd and long.
And Blake Green, their top tackler, coming in with the stop. Also Jace Kinnett, another one of the linebackers. Well, 4-down territory for the Tigers. And we've got a crosswind from the west. Again, if the Tigers don't pick up any more yards, this would be a long field goal.
5 wide receivers set here. Empty backfield for Bryant on 3rd and 11. Junior 3-step drop. Here comes some pressure. He steps up, takes off running. Bryant got tripped up from behind, shy of the 20. Good shoestring tackle.
Hamburg.
Bryant maybe had some space to get that first down or get closer, but he got tripped up, and now it's 4th and about 6 or 7. Make it 7 for the Tigers.
It's on the Vincennes 23-yard line. About a half-minute remaining here.
Four wide receivers set. Road to the right hip of Liam Bryant. 4th and 7. Tried the hard count. Vincennes does not jump. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Bryant, 3-step drop. He's going to throw it far sideline. It is incomplete. Tigers pleading for a flag. They don't get it. And the Tigers turnover on downs.
The defense for Memorial got the turnover on downs, and Vincennes' defense returns the favor.
So Vincennes will get their 4th offensive possession of the night with 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Neither team has been able to sustain a drive tonight. So the Tigers, for the second time, start in Vincennes' territory and do not get any points. Here is McCrary looking for a block here near side. Cuts it back inside of the 30. Good run. B.B. McCrary to the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards, and that run takes us to the end of the first quarter here at Enlow Field. We are scoreless on IndianaSRN.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career. Your first pay raise. The 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family. Or the day of your last car loan payment. Much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree. We care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Memorial. Hey, thanks for being here. You're in great hands.
No score after 1 with Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Redmond. Our Kipley's SIAC scoreboard update in the first quarter. Casa leads Central 7-0. Wright's on top of Bossy 7-6. Harrison leading Mater Dei 6-0. And North is in front of Jasper 7-0. Those are all first quarter scores thanks to Tucker Smith. And also thanks to Kipley's. They are located in Evansville in the corner of the Lloyd Expressway and Bakey Avenue. Come join us before or after the game for great food and fun.
With no points, the defense has stepped up for both teams. Not a lot of offense, Jeff, and I have unofficially. Vincennes had 17 yards offense that first 12 minutes. Memorial, 2 yards.
Bit of a delay here because the chain gang is trying to get set. B.B. McCrary had his best run on the final play of the first quarter. His best run of the night, that is. A 9-yard carry. McCrary just 5'6". Have a water bug back there.
The way this game is unfolding, Jeff, and one big play might go a long way in taking control.
They're going to run it on 2nd and 1. The handoff goes to Mac McCormick. And McCormick powers through. Thought he had the first down in live action. He does. Smooth the chains. First down, Vincennes.
On the bottom of the pile getting up was Matthew Hawkins along with Ben Zemer. What a first down. First down for the Vincennes Lincoln Alice's. The Tigers got one very early on a pass.
It was on the first play they had offensively.
Yep.
So fresh set of downs, the 33-yard line. Lindsey moving here near side, looking to throw, sets his feet, slings it near sideline, and, well, they're going to say a catch by Darius Hill. He stayed in bounds at the 47-yard line, a strike of 14 yards.
Good job that time by Hill staying in bounds as Lindsey getting pressure, rolling to his left with a right-handed quarterback. Let's see. Gets his hips square, throws it, and he had his feet down.
Here is McCrary twisting right up the gut into Tigers territory to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 6 for B.B. McCrary, and all of a sudden this Alice's drive has some traction.
Good job. Nothing fancy, straight up the middle in between the guards.
2nd down and 4. They go to McCormick. McCormick stays on his feet. His second effort gets him the first down to the 41. Carving out 7 yards. Mac McCormick was dragging one Tiger tackler on his backside.
That was Tanner Grease. And again, watch the offensive line. They'll pull the backside guard or tackle, and that guy will take you to the play. And he did that time, and another first down. Back-to-back first downs on this drive.
First time the Alices are into Tiger territory here tonight. Still no score early second quarter. Lindsey on the inside give. Good block here on the outside. Good head of steam as well. Rumbling forward is 34, Will Hambrick. And that's another Vincennes first down. They are working their way to the 30-yard line.
They pulled the right guard, and the Tigers' defense lost contain on the outside, so he was getting down. And again, they'll probably come back with the same play.
This is McCrary, and he got tripped up by Alex Brochier's, a linebacker at the line of scrimmage. Forward progress took him forward 2 yards. And a timeout for the Tigers. Probably a good timeout, trying to get the defense to regroup and settle down. So we'll take a break with them. Still no score.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft.
I believe in building a community.
And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Wrights Memorial.
Vincennes marching down the field, 2nd and 7 at the Tigers' 27-yard line. The Tigers just had to burn their second time out of the half. Hembrick, who has a good run on this drive. They motion him left to right. Quarterback fakes the handoff. Oh, big hole for him as he shoots through for the first down inside the red zone. Luke Lindsey picks up the first down.
Jeremiah McGuire makes it, but you don't want your safety making tackles. And they'll move the chains. 4 first downs on this drive that started on the Vincennes 23-yard line as Lindsay just follows a convoy and gets the first.
McCormick with the handoff. He pinballs forward, and that's a healthy gain on first down for McCormick. Right now picking apart the Memorial defense.
He's been the X factor so far as the Tigers defense has been to account for him. No huddle again.
This is play number 9 of this drive for Vincennes. Broshears was showing blitz, hard count from Lindsay. Tigers don't jump.
He looks to the sidelines, gets another play based on what the Tiger defense has lined up.
On 2nd and 4, back to McCrary. And McCrary gets to the 11. That's a pickup of 2. So it sets up 3rd and short.
McGuire also on the stop again.
Broshears came in number 1 on the Tigers defense in tackles with 83 on the year. The player that is in 2nd place is Donovan Baker. He has 50. So it's 3rd and 2 for Vincennes. 3 minutes gone, 2nd quarter of a scoreless game. Quarterback fakes the handoff, and keeping it there was Lindsay. Faked it to McCrary, and he gets dumped for a loss of a yard. So decision time now for Vincennes. They have a 4th and 3, and
they'll bring in a couple extra linemen, and they're going to get that bunched lineup as they're going to try a field goal.
They are. So their kicker is Luke Lindsay. He's 27 for 29 on PATs, 0 for 1 on field goals. This will be a 29-yard attempt.
And again, the only field goal attempt hit the right upright against Castle.
From 29 yards, good snap, good hold, kick on the way. Plenty of distance, and he sticks it right through the middle. So Vincennes gets our first points. 8:17 left first half, 3-0 Alices on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Scoring drive for Vincennes. That man on your screen, Luke Lindsay, with a 29-yard field goal capping off a 10-play, 55-yard drive in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Makes it 3-0 Vincennes early second. Scoring drive brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. They are located at 1309 North Green River Road in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with the Coslets, Father Pat and sons Chase and Kelsey.
That was good from 29. It might have been good from 49, the way he drilled that one. The Tigers, who have not been able to demonstrate any offense, going to have to find some here.
So Lindsay, who is a quarterback, the kicker, will boot it away here. Tigers have had the ball twice tonight in Vincennes territory, unable to score. One of those drives was at the 25-yard line. Elsperman cruising to the 20. Burst of speed. He gets to the 30 before he's pancaked and brought down to the turf. Solid return for Luke Elsperman.
25 yards, so the Tigers offense that has not been able to generate much offense is going to have to get going here. Now trailing for the first time in the ballgame.
Zemer Funeral Home has served the Tri-State for over 95 years. Zemer is honored to comfort families during a time of need, and they look forward to serving local families for generations to come. Zemer Funeral Home.
Good job by the Vincennes front seven. They have really bottled up this Tiger offense here tonight on senior night.
Bryant goes under center. This is Porter Road. Stutter steps and tries to march forward. He got back to line of scrimmage. No gain.
Well, they have zeroed in on the run game, that's for sure. Hayden Patton, he does a nice job filling that area up. Patton goes with a big stop there.
Tigers offense was shut out last week at Wright. So far scoreless here in the first half. Wildcat look with Elserman at quarterback. He comes near side, rode his lead blocker, weaving through traffic, 40. Elserman's got the first down. He tiptoes out of bounds. And that is a healthy gain of 19 yards for Luke Elsperman.
By far the biggest offensive output for the Tigers on any play. And just their second first down of the game. Nice block out there on the out perimeter. And then he puts the speed up, gets there, and gets run out of bounds.
I think Luke thought he was out of bounds, never had the whistle, and then got an extra yard or two out of it. Almost got Vincennes to jump off sides. That 19-yard gain, as Mike mentioned, the longest play of the night for the Tigers. They had a 12-yard pickup on play number 1, and now the Tigers burn their third and final timeout of the half. Let's take it with them.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rocco Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rocco Bar Pizza.
Tigers approaching Vincennes territory, 1st and 9. Elserman fakes the jet sweep, and he gets undercut, diving forward for a yard of the 50. So back-to-back looks there at the Wildcat.
Jace Cannett coming up with there. They fake it, the jet pass, and try to get Elserman right up the middle and give him a yard. As Cannett did a nice job taking his feet out from under him.
Worth noting that last time out, Memorial took their final one of the half. Trailing 3-0, just under 7 minutes to go. Bryant's going to pitch it to Rode, head of steam. Got a block from Elserman, cuts it inside of the 45, and Porter Rode has his best run of the night to the Vincennes 43. He is short of the first down. It brings up 3rd and 2.
Good job defensively coming up was Mac McCormick. McCormick is doing a good job on both sides of the ball.
Well, and McCormick came in 4th in tackles on this Vincennes defense. He's just a sophomore. Really didn't expect him much offensively, but as you mentioned, he has been the X factor so far.
Big third down play right here.
Tigers need 2 for the first down.
Well, they've got 9 guys within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Bryant's going to hand off to the fullback lined up there was Donovan Baker. He lost a half yard.
Yep, they had that one smelled out. That is Vincennes. As decision time for the Tigers. Do you play field position or do you go for it? Field position.
Looks like they're playing field position. The Tigers bring on the punting unit as Joseph Hickey will punt here on 4th and 2. Try to pin Vincennes deep. He has 1 punt inside the 10-yard line tonight. Still a 3-0 Vincennes lead. Better snap this time for Hickey. His kick, middle of the field, fair catch, called for, look out. Juggling catch, that is inside the 20, and Vincennes will take over with 5:09 left in the half. Thanks to Mel K, a sponsor of tonight's broadcast here on IndianaSRN. For all your commercial, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing needs at Mel K, big projects, big solutions. Well, Vincennes, their last drive, they went 10 plays, 55 yards. Resulted in a 29-yard field goal from Luke Lindsay, our only scoring tonight. Tigers defense this year has forced 16 turnovers. This game has the feeling of they might need a turnover or two. Rolling out is Lindsay, looking to set his feet. He's going to chuck it deep down the field, and a catch is made at the midfield stripe by Darius Hill, the senior. 33 yards.
Good leaping catch, turning, twisting his body, and coming down with the football at midfield. Here's your replay. He rolls left, turns his hip again, just skies it up there. And there's 5 defenders there in blue shirts. But
this is McCrary getting to the 42-yard line, a pickup of 8 right up the gut. Back-to-back solid drives here for Vincennes. Trying to build on a 3-0 lead. Lively made the stop for the Tigers.
And running that 2-back offense.
Back to McCrary. He's running far side. Now between the hash marks. He's got quick feet and he's loose. McCrary near side 30. 25-yard line. Lowers his shoulder and he's brought down to the 21-yard line. J.J. Lowry, the sophomore, made that stop. 3 plays. Here comes Vincennes.
From the 42 to the 21. Big pickup. As he runs right. Gets boxed in and then cuts left. Great cutback. Picks up a couple of blocks, and he's close to the red zone.
Tigers defense will try the bend, don't break approach here again. Gave a field goal the last drive. Here is McCormick, and he is stuffed, trying to go up the middle. No gain.
Alex Broshiers takes his feet from underneath him. I'll give him a yard. Couple of big plays, one big long pass play, one big run play has put Vincennes from their own 17 deep in the Tiger territory.
So 2nd and 9.
Last time they did this, they give it to McCreary.
Play action. Lindsay flushed out of the pocket, just has to get rid of it, and he flings it out of bounds. No wide receiver in the area unless he was out of the pocket.
Well, this will be a 37-yard field goal if they don't get any more yards.
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 9. And on the 29-yard field goal, Lindsay had, enough for probably 44 yards?
Exactly. 3 receivers out to the right. The Tigers put pressure. And we've got a whistle.
It's not a timeout for Vincennes. Near side official noticed something. I don't know if it's an equipment issue with Max Thorne, who was a wide receiver, lined up.
All the officials might not have been ready to and set for play.
.3:18 to go, second quarter. Vincennes leading 3-0. They have a 3rd and 9 right now. They line up Tanner Gilbert next to Lindsay in the backfield. Quarterback's just going to run it himself. He's got a big hole here, tries to hurdle a man. That's illegal. That'll be a flag, and that's going to bring it back. You can't hurdle a guy unless he's on the ground.
Makes a good highlight film, but it makes you go back some yards.
Yeah. You know, there was one, I think it was week 1 when Porter Road scored a touchdown against Jasper. He did the same thing, but I think the guy was low on the ground, which made it legal, but that one is not legal. Yep.
He gets to the 13, so give him 7 yards on the carry, but they'll march it back from the 13. And
I almost wonder, too, for that running back, if he even knew that rule, but he knows it now.
I'm not sure where they've spotted the ball yet. Now they do. It's a 10-yard penalty.
They bring it back to the 30-yard line.
Must be a 15-yarder.
So it'll be 3rd and 19 now for Vincennes. We'll see if they try to get a chunk of yards here to set up a possible field goal. That could be a big play in this game. Vincennes was threatening to go up 2 scores.
Yeah, put a circle around that play.
3rd and 19. Lindsey heaves it down the field. Pass is incomplete. Underthrew his target near the goal line. Yeah, Darius Hill and also Brady Kerr were in the area. I think that was going toward Darius Hill. So now it's 4th and 19.
And they're out of field goal range. Or are they?
So what do you do here? Do you try a Hail Mary type of play? Or?
Well, no, they're going to line up for a field goal.
Okay.
This will be a 47-yard field goal.
From the middle of the field for their kicker, who is Luke Lindsey. He's 1 for 2 on field goal attempts this year. 29 yards field goal is the one he made earlier in the game. And before the snap, Vincennes calls a timeout, and we'll step aside here on IndianaSRN.
Support the local economy and save more when you shop at the Pet Food Center. We have over 6,000 pet-related items for dogs, cats, birds, fish, reptiles, turtles, rabbits, hamsters, gerbils, and more. Anything you want for your pet, we've got it. Includes full lines of the best pet food, birdseed, a full line of heated pet products, pet clothing, toys, and more. Walk in, curbside pickup, shop online, and free local delivery.
Anything you want for your pet, we've got it. The Pet Food Center.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life. I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming.
This will be a 47-yard field goal for Luke Lindsey. Vincennes just burned their second timeout, trying to put the Owls up 6-0.
And if it's short, Jeremiah McGuire's back there to return it.
47-yard field goal is well short, and it was also hooking left, so no good on the field goal attempt for Luke Lindsey, and the Tigers will get it with 2:54 left, trying to get just something positive going offensively.
We get the ball at their own 20. So Vincennes goes 53 yards and comes up empty.
Well, with that rule, with getting at the 20-yard line, I guess you might as well try a field goal there. I don't know if I like that rule, to be honest with you.
I think the IHSAA will probably listen to you speak.
I'm here if they want to talk. So 1st and 10 from their own 20. Bryant looking to throw. The lefty gets rid of it. Oh, and a drop pass just shy of the 30 by Luke Elserman. He doesn't drop many passes, but he dropped that one. And 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he might lose a few minutes sleep tonight on that one.
You might hear the wind through our crowd. Mike really starting to pick up here in Low Field. Mike had mentioned a crosswind earlier, but gaining some steam here as this first half goes along. 3-0 Vincennes. Their points came at the 8:17 mark of the second quarter. There's a run play with Horning. This is his first carry of the night. Flag flies in as Horning was brought down at the 24-yard line. I think the officials signaled a hold.
And they're going to march off 10. First penalty against the Tigers.
So they'll take the yards. It backs them up to the 13. Again, Liam Bryant making his first start of the season for the Tigers at quarterback. Will Petke was the starting quarterback the last few weeks in place of the injured Matthew Fisher. Tigers have ran a few plays out of the Wildcat with Elserman tonight, but it's really nothing positive for this offense so far. But they're only down 3 points. Bryant in the pocket, dumps it off in the flat. Road has some space. He comes near side of the 20, tried to stay on his feet, but he couldn't.
Will
falls to
Hambrick.
the 22-yard line. Hambrick made that tackle. Otherwise, Road was going to have quite a few yards after contact. And Road, who was coming back tonight off an injury he suffered week 4 against Mater Dei, is down after that play. So they will check on Porter Road here. Tigers will have a third down and long when we come back.
That can get you in the career that is right for you. Ivy Tech Community College has over 70 career-focused programs to get you into the job that you want. Ivy Tech offers programs in the latest technologies such as robotics and cybersecurity. Demand for nurses has never been higher. In fact, more nurses have graduated from Ivy Tech than any other college. Take the first step with an affordable education at Ivy Tech Community College. Go to ivytech.edu for more information and to apply now.
For 95 years, Zimmer Funeral Home has been committed to providing peace of mind at a difficult time. Our family has proudly served the Evansville community since 1927. As we enter into our 4th generation era, our professional and caring staff works hard creating meaningful ceremonies to meet the special needs of each family. We are proud to celebrate 95 years of business in the Tri-State. Zimmer Funeral Home is honored to help comfort families during their time of need. Thank you for trusting our family with your family.
Porter Road was the injured Tiger in that last play, is walking off slowly under his own power. Memorial has a third down now with 2:27 left here in the second, trailing 3-0. Road caught that pass in the flat, got tripped up and injured on that play. Here comes some pressure. Bryant gets rid of it. It's picked off through the fingertips of Donovan Baker, and Baker, hanging on for dear life, brings down Hambrick at the 20-yard line. Third interception of the season for Liam Bryant. Tough one there off the fingertips of Donovan Baker.
They tried the middle screen, and Hambrick was right there to make the tackle, but he made the interception instead. Right over the middle, tips it, picks it up, gets it on the 25, takes it to the 19.
So they start inside the red zone, which is brought to you by Peace of Mind. They are an outpatient private practice helping individuals of all ages, couples, and families on their mental health journey. Check them out online to make an appointment at their new Evansville East Side location. Tigers defense will need to make a big stop here. And another called timeout, so everybody is out of timeouts now. 2:14 left. Low-scoring affair here in Week 8.
Licensed Sports Official is a great way to make a opportunity and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
.214 left. Vincennes, they make a play defensively. Will Hambrick, the junior linebacker with the INT, has them set up at the 19-yard line inside the red zone. Hope you stick around for our halftime show, brought to you by Orange Leaf Frozen Yogurt. Brian Heathcott will be on to talk with during the halftime break. Tucker Smith will be with him.
That was the 13th interception by Vincennes this year.
Looking
Inside
to go up
reverse.
2 scores. Here's a bit of trickery. This is Tanner Gilbert who has the ball now, and Gilbert is drugged down to the 16. Gain of 3.
We don't keep tackles up here, Jevin, but I got to believe that Alex Brochier's already got about a dozen as we got another player down.
So Vincennes now with a man that is down. So we're just inside of 2 minutes, and we'll take another break here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Vincennes with an injury timeout here, leading 3-0. Minute 58 to go in the first half. Tomorrow on IndianaSRN, little football and soccer action. Rose Holman will be home against Manchester. That's in football, and then against Defiance in soccer. So the injured Vincennes Alice on that play was 34, Will Hambrick, who's made some big plays tonight, most recently that interception that has set up this drive. Mentioned before the timeout, stick around for our Orange Leaf halftime show. Orange Leaf frozen yogurt is a go-to spot for that afternoon sweet treat or refreshing snack. Variety of self-serve frozen yogurt flavors, endless toppings, real fruit smoothies, made-to-order shakes, and holiday cakes. Satisfy that sweet tooth of yours at Orange Leaf Frozen Yogurt, 701 North Burkhart Road in Evansville.
Well, Memorial trying to survive this last minute 58 and keep Vincennes off the board. They're looking for more points. And we've talked about with 3-0 lead, it's only been a field goal by Vincennes that's got anything on the scoreboard.
2nd down and 7 for the Alices. Here is McCrary looking to juke his way to the outside. He slid through a couple of tackles, and a flag flies in late as McCrary was shut off. I think shy of the first down marker. We'll see what the penalty is for.
I think it's going to be a holding against Vincennes. And they'll march it back. Joseph Hinkie was in on the stop. Nice job by McCurry, juking a couple defenders, as you said.
So they actually announced sideline warning against Vincennes, which is their 2nd of the night.
Oh. And the thing about it is the flag was thrown by the official on the Memorial side. Well,
aiding the runner. Okay. Aiding the runner was the penalty. Wow. I guess that is the same signal as a sideline warning.
We've had 2 penalties against Vincennes, and they have been of the odd variety.
Anyways, it's still 2nd down. Galloping through is Mac McCormick. Gain of a couple to the 15-yard line. We'll set up a 3rd down and about 5 or 6 coming up on a minute to play here in the first half. Both teams out of timeouts. Tanner Grease, the senior linebacker, 3rd on the team in tackles, made that last stop. It's 3rd and 6 from the 15. Gilbert lines up in the backfield with Luke Lindsay.
They don't get a first down. We could see Vincennes' 3rd field goal attempt of the first half.
Lindsay gives it to McCrary. McCrary is tracked down by guess who? Alex Brochiers. He doesn't miss too many tackles. That is a very short gain, if any, and Vincennes can run this all the way down and kick a field goal. They don't have a timeout, so they'll have to get the field goal unit out there. This won't be a gimme field goal, as so far tonight, Lindsay has made a 29-yard field goal and missed from 47. This will be a 32-yard field goal from the right hash. Still plenty of time left, 15 on the play clock for Lindsay. He's 1 for 3 on field goal attempts this year, trying to put the Owls up 6-0 here before halftime. Kick on the way, plenty of leg this time, and it is good for Luke Lindsay. So he makes a 32-yard field goal with 7 seconds left here in the second quarter, and Vincennes has a 6-0 lead. But I think all things considered, Mike, with that drive starting at the 19-yard line for the Alices after the pick, Tigers will take it.
They dodged maybe not the whole bullet, but at least half of it, as the Tigers going down 6-0 and really not having any offense to show for it, comes up with a good defensive stand there as the Memorial Tigers fix that up, as that was a 4 yards gain on the play, and that ate up all of except 7 seconds of a 2:14-minute possession. So it was 2 minutes and 7 seconds. They go 4 yards in 3 plays and get a field goal.
Memorial does get the opening kickoff of the second half. Just 7 seconds to work with here on the kickoff. That will be coming from Luke Lindsay. And Tucker Smith, Brian Heathcott for the halftime show, brought to you by Orange Leaf coming up. Senior night for the Tigers. They'll be at Castle next week. Vincennes has been on the road now 3 straight weeks at Harrison at North and here against Memorial. They'll return home week 9 against Jasper. Chance for a return here. Inside the 5, Elsferman, middle of the field, comes near side to the 25. Elsferman turns the corner 30, cuts back inside of the 40. And unfortunately for the Tigers, that uses the remaining time here in the first half. But a splendid return by Luke Elsperman. Well, not much offense either side. Vincennes has just enough. 2 field goals from Luke Lindsay from 29 yards and 32 yards. 6-0 Alice at halftime here on IndianaSRN.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
It is halftime here at Inlow Field. 6-0 as our score. Vincennes with a 5-2 record. Memorial at 6-1. And Mike, we talked about it before the game. It's a battle of backup quarterbacks. And well, for the Alices, they had one good drive, 10 plays, 55 yards. It was a 29-yard field goal from Lindsay. That was early second quarter. The last 3 points they got right before the halftime break was thanks in large part to interception, but just your first half thoughts.
Taking advantage of the takeaway, and as a result, it's 6-0 now as a 32-yard field goal by Lindsay. As we talked here off the break, Lindsay hadn't made a field goal all year, and now he's made 2 here in the first half. As really the Tigers' offense has not been able to generate any offense. I've got them unofficially, Jevin, 31 yards offense in this first 24 minutes. Vincennes 119. You know, that's a lot better because they had 84 all game against North last week. They've been able to generate those offense. They've got 7 first downs. The Tigers just 2, and one of those was on the first play. Neither team with any consequence of penalties. Vincennes 2 for 20. Memorial has 1 for 10. It's just a matter of generating the offense. And if you have to say who's been in charge, it's been that front 7 by Vincennes defensively here in this first 24 minutes.
Acute Lawn and Landscape will help with the design and installation of your landscaping project. Need help removing those annoying fall leaves? They also offer leaf cleanup. Call 812-455-7400 or search Acute Lawn and Landscape on Facebook. Your yard can look sharp with Acute Lawn and Landscape. And on the Acute Lawn and Landscape scoreboard, 6-0 Vincennes here on IndianaSRN.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Inlow Field, where you're watching Tiger Football live on IndianaSRN. Tucker Smith here as your host for the Orange Leaf Halftime Show. I want to thank Orange Leaf for sponsoring the Halftime Show all season long. Today we've got special guest Brian Heathcott, Director of Enrollment and Marketing here at Memorial High School. Brian, I know you've been at Memorial for a long time, but for those of you that don't know, or for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for Memorial.
Sure. Thank you, Tucker. Yeah, no, I've been working for Memorial for the last 7 years doing enrollment and marketing, and that is just such a dream job, if you ask me. I got to graduate from Memorial in 2007. I was a 2007 graduate, and just to be able to come back in that capacity to showcase the school, to enroll new students and meet new families and show them the school that I got to go to and that I had a great experience at, and just to share that experience and like to see, like I said, more families join and more people in the door. So it is a truly dream job, and happy to be here and just looking forward to the future as always.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again for being here. And I know there's lots of exciting things to talk about whenever it comes to enrollment here at Memorial High School. So I know people like to hear the numbers, so where are we at numbers-wise enrollment?
Sure, yeah, no, I mean, we started the school year with 620 students, and that's been an increase we hadn't seen in 19 years, and we're really excited about that. In fact, that's 3 years in a row of increased enrollment, and we haven't seen that in even 27 years. I mean, we are on the up and up. It's just positive things are going on, positive things. The good news travels fast. And I think that's what we're seeing in everything. Like I said, great partner school enrollment, great non-partner school enrollment. Just everyone wants to be a part of this great school, and just we're happy again to open those doors and those opportunities to meet new families, give them those opportunities.
Sure, absolutely. And you kind of touched on it a little bit. I know there's a lot of factors that go into why our enrollment is up. But
Sure.
what would you say would contribute, or what is contributing to the increase of enrollment?
Absolutely. No, in no particular order, everything, like I said, from just good things going on, everything from great academics. We have a great partnership with the University of Evansville, and we have, 151 courses that we offer. For a school our size, that's great and everything. There's good options, academic options for people, and great opportunities there. The affordability factor. The affordability factor right now is just that's key right now. We do not want tuition to be a reason not to come to Memorial. So we want to make sure things are affordable. We want to make sure to take that burden, that worry off families that want to choose Memorial for their children. And just getting involved. We have 70 plus clubs, activities, organizations, things to get involved with. These students, we want them to walk away with, growing spiritually, growing academically, but also, just developing the whole person. We think that whole person comes from getting involved and giving their time, their talents to some of these organizations. I could go on and on, Tucker, but like I said, there's a lot of great things going on, but those are kind of the top things off my head there.
Sure, absolutely. Well, I know, we've had the opportunity this past week, and we will here coming up in this week after fall break is done, to have these 8th grade visits. So from our partner schools, we've had 8th grade classes coming in and just kind of taking a tour of the school. So tell everybody that's listening kind of about what that's about and what they do.
Enrollment it's a year-long process, if not longer. What we'll do in the fall here is we'll bring these 8th grade students in we'll do things like set up their PSAT and run through that just to prepare them for the next step academically. And then we'll give them tours of the school and start these 8th grade visits and again give them a good taste, and then that'll lead into bigger and better things like an open house, which I know we're going to talk about in a minute, but we want to get them in the door for an open house. Then we want them to set up a shadow day visit just to get their feet in the door again and just to see what a day is like at Memorial. After that, in January we'll start with registration and then start with signing them up for classes. I mean, it really is. It's a step-by-step. We kind of baby step a little bit because we don't want to throw all the information at them at once and everything. So from those 8th grade visits where we start to, just the last sign-up of classes and last orientation, right before the school starts, it is a year-long process. And we, like I said, try to not give them all at once and just baby step it for them. And they are appreciative because I know it's a lot of information.
Sure, absolutely. And it's a little bit different. I'm not going to say it's like going to college necessarily, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into applying for a high school and making a decision of what high school to go to. So for those that are listening, whether it's grandparents, aunts, uncles, or anybody that's listening that wants to possibly get more information on how to join Memorial or possibly enroll their children to Memorial, what's kind of the best way to do that? I know we've kind of on our website, we've got a inquire, visit, apply options, right?
Yeah.
So what's the best way to go about that?
Again, we want people to kind of follow these steps just to make it easy for them. Absolutely. We want them to inquire first. Go to our website or even give us a call at Memorial. Just inquire, ask those questions, learn a little bit more. After you get some of those questions answered, we want them to come in our doors. We want them to step foot in our school just to visit, see what the school's like. We can answer questions all day over email and phone call, but you got to see it for yourself. We want you to stop by and we want you to check out the school. And then ultimately, if those two are successful, we want you to apply. We want you to be part of our Memorial family. We want to review your application and roll you through acceptance and registration and keep you moving there. So, yeah, absolutely. Feel free to give us a call at any point to our school or visit our website at wrightsmemorial.org to start your inquiry and get those questions answered.
Absolutely. And I know we kind of talk about this all the time, is it's a relationship between the students, the parents, faculty, staff, between us and everybody else at Memorial, and we want it to be a good fit for everybody. And we understand that it might not be the best fit for everybody, and that's why we want you to come visit and check it out for yourselves. And one of the best ways to kind of get your feet wet, as far as if you know nothing about Memorial, is by our open house, and that's coming up here at the end of the month. If you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of our biggest enrollment events. We're going to have our open house, our annual open house on Thursday, October 26th. It's Thursday, October 26th from 6 to 8. It's going to have all the bells and whistles. It's going to have tours of the school, detailed tours of the school. We're going to get to check out the campus. We're going to have all of our academic departments and all our academic chairs and teachers to be able to answer math questions, science questions, show you the department. We're going to have those 70-plus clubs, activities, athletics we talked about. We're going to have representatives from each of those organizations to answer questions to say, hey, what do we do service club-wise? What do we do in our spiritual clubs? We're going to answer all those questions, have all those people represented. It's just a great time, like I said, to get more information, to walk away with, like I said, a good sense, a good feel of the school, to meet more people, meet the students, to learn more about that financial aid piece too. That's a big deal, and we want to make sure that's part of those conversations too, to again answer some of those financial aid pieces. So there's a lot going to happen. What I'll tell people is, again, like I said, you got to see it to believe it. You got to get your foot in the door just to check it out. And it's a busy night usually. We ask families to go to our website to pre-register for that event, just to collect a little more information and to get you on our email list and just to collect some information there and keep you all in the loop. So yeah, big event coming up. We're looking forward to it. That's always well attended, and again, we give out a lot of great information.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, open house October 26th. Definitely come and check that out. Go online to pre-register so we can get you in the door a little bit quicker that way. But, Brian, thanks again for joining us today. Is there anything else you want to leave anybody with?
No, just happy to be here again. As I mentioned, so many great things going on at our school right now, and just special to be a part of it. Special to work with a guy like Tucker Smith right next to me and everything. Him and I do a lot with enrollment and marketing, and it's been a pleasure. And like I said, just a lot of great things going up. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And if you have any questions, we can get you in the door. Let us know what we can do to help.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again, Brian. We really appreciate everything you do for Memorial, and I know you do a little bit for football here as well, so taking care of all the replays and everything. So you'll be on the sideline. Sometimes we catch you on the sideline.
Every once in a while, get my good side. That's right.
All right. Well, thanks again, Brian. Appreciate it. Before we leave here, we're going to have some SIAC score updates brought to you by Kipley's. Right now, Castle is up on Central 35-0 at half, so that'll be a running clock going into the second half. Wrights is up on Boise 21-12. Mater Dei is up on Harrison 22-12. And then North is beating Jasper 21-13. Again, we want to thank Orange Leaf for everything they do for our halftime shows. Definitely stop by Orange Leaf to get some frozen yogurt. It's your go-to spot for the afternoon sweet treat or refreshing snack. Variety of self-serve frozen yogurt flavors, endless toppings, real fruit smoothies made to order, shakes, and holiday cakes. Satisfy that sweet tooth of yours at Orange Leaf Frozen Yogurt, 701 North Burkhart Road in Evansville. Thanks again for joining us. We're going to take a short break before Jevin Redmond and Mike Scavara back with you here where you're watching Tiger football on IndianaSRN.
Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Six 0 Tigers trail Vincennes here at halftime at Enlow Field. Tigers will get the opening kickoff of the third quarter with Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Redmond. Mike, you have your typical rundown of some thank yous.
Oh, we always have thank yous, and a big thank you to our producer, Chuck Levine, and our camera guy, Daniel Thacker. We could not do it with these guys, not only tonight, but all season long, as IndianaSRN.org. We appreciate their fine work in keeping us on top notch as far as viewership. And again, thank all of our sponsors. Without our sponsors, our season-long sponsors, our in-game sponsors, and our logo sponsors, we really appreciate their effort. Without their efforts, we would not be able to bring you this fine programming each and every week. And so if you get a chance, stop by and say thank you and take advantage of their goods and services. As we've got two ball clubs playing here tonight. Of course, Memorial each and every week for the Tigers. President Christian Mosick, Principal Aaron Schmidt, Athletic Director Chad Dockery, Head Football Coach John Hurley, and Administrative Assistant Patty Van, all helping with all the background and behind-the-scenes things that we need to put on this production. Vincennes Leak Analysis, the Superintendent Greg Parsley, Shay Duke, the Principal, Athletic Director Chris Lancaster, Head Coach Levi Salters, and Administrative Assistant Candace Beard. A big thank you for all their help and information and allowing us to broadcast their game, and for all the people in Vincennes or Vincennes fans, we appreciate you taking time and viewing this ball game as Vincennes Lincoln Alice's lead here 6-0 at halftime on senior night. As again, 13 seniors. You stop and think about it. These seniors, Jevin, they're 34-12 in their 4 years of the career. When they were freshmen, the Memorial Tigers went 8-4 and got to the sectional final. As sophomores, the Tigers went 11-3 and won a sectional and a regional, and got to the semi-state last year. They won a sectional. They ended up 9-4, and coming in this year 6-1 so far. So a great a great 4 years for these seniors, and they've got 24 minutes to go out in style.
All right, so you're inside the Memorial locker room here at halftime, and Mike, what needs to be fixed for the Tigers? Is it a simple fix, or is it more complicated?
Well, when you generate 31 yards in offense, it's not so much play calling. It might be an attitude adjustment. Say, how badly do you want it? I mean, that's an old coach's cliche, and I'm an old coach, so I might say it is. It's just going to challenge whether or not, all the hard work that you put in the weight room since the season ended last year and on the practice field. It's a matter of coming up and being able to come away and come and try to get better from that loss against Wrights. Last week, Vincennes lost to North, and they have come out and dominated, especially defensively when you're throwing a shutout. But I'm sure Coach Salters is saying, let's just keep on doing the same thing.
All right, second half kickoff is next. Tigers will get it first, trailing 6-0.
Harvey here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
Well, Mike, we were just talking during that last break. I know Tucker Smith gave us a scoreboard update during his halftime segment, but how about that Jasper North score? North at Jasper tied at 21 at halftime. We knew that would be a very competitive game.
Well, if North comes away with a win, they'll end up 6-2. Vincennes comes away with a win, they'll be 6-2. Memorial will be 6-2. So you could have that log jam at second place with three teams at 6-2. As the Wrights Panthers, what was that Wrights score?
21-20 in the third quarter, Wrights up 1.
Wow. So, Stephen Mullen, he's a Wrights grad. He would like nothing more to knock off the number 2 team in the state in 4A, his alma mater.
All right, so back to the action here. Again, Vincennes will kick off to Memorial. And see what adjustments Liam Bryant can make as well, making his first start of the year. First half didn't go all that well, but we were talking some during that break. He hasn't had a whole lot of time to throw either. Yeah,
nothing has worked for the Tigers, and that's the bad news. The good news is they're only down 6-0. Yeah. That's a touchdown and an extra point on one play can flip the switch if you're a Tiger fan. If you're Vincennes, you want to keep on doing the same.
Thanks to Pet Food Center, they have locations on Evansville's east, west, and north sides, as well as Newburgh and Owensboro. Anything you want for your pet, they've got it. Pet Food Center.
Well, on senior night, the seniors out there, all 13 seniors we talked about, we've got 24 minutes to try to turn things around. They've had some good kickoff returns.
Yeah.
And they just need to get some good field position.
I was just thinking, if you're Vincennes, you might try to boot it away from Elsterman. He's had a couple of good returns tonight. One right before the halftime break. Took it out close to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, 42-yard return.
All right, so here we go. Second half underway. Luke Lindsay puts his right foot into it. They kick it middle of the field, and they do boot it away from Elsterman. Return from the 15-yard line. Hard tackle to the 20. And for the Tigers, that was Quinn McCool on the return.
Good special teams there. The Tigers will start 1st and 10 from their own 21.
So Liam Bryant back out there to start the third quarter. His running back tonight, starting-wise, was Porter Road. Road had to leave the game for a moment in that first half with an injury. He's back out there to the right hip of Bryant. Drive starts from the Tigers' 21-yard line as they bunch trips wide receivers to the far side. Bryant's going to throw a quick pass out to Elstrom. This is how they started the game, with a quick hitter, and Elstrom is able to get a few yards.
It's good pursuit by Vincennes Alice's. Out there was Raiden Benson. Helps Elstrom up. Give him a couple yards, maybe just 1 yard.
So pickup of a yard. Bryant to Elsperman. The first play of the game of that variety went for 12 yards. Tigers' biggest play offensively tonight was a 19-yard run from Luke Elsperman. Porter Road comes to the outside. He squeezed the initial line of scrimmage. There's the strength from Porter Road. And he carries a couple of Alice's to the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 6 for Porter Road.
Rycat on the stop, but after Road gets it out to the 27. Tigers need to get 4 more to keep the drive alive.
Opening drive of the second half. They officially make it a 3rd and 3 from the Tigers' 27-yard line. A quick pass and a run so far to open up the third quarter. Hard count from Bryant. Vincennes stays disciplined. Play clock inside of 10 seconds. Bryant, they go to the other side now. A toss to Road, got around the first man, cuts it back inside, and Road is able to fight hard. He
maybe the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, line of scrimmage. So we know it's well short of the first down. It's 4th down now for the Tigers. And here comes Joseph Hickey on to punt. B.B. McCrary will return this kick from Hickey, who has punted the ball well so far tonight. Tigers have had issues with the snap-on punts. Not this time. Booming kick by Hickey. Goes over the head of McCrary and takes a Tigers bounce. Look at that. All the way down to the 10. Tigers pouncing on it, and it rolls to the 8. Wow, what a kick by Joseph Hickey.
65 yards.
I know you like field position. How about that?
Yeah,
Flip
that
the
flips.
script.
That certainly flips it. That's his 3rd punt inside the 20. So Vincennes got a nice bounce and a great roll. Well, that thing like shot out of a cannon. Well, Vincennes on their second possession started from their own 5. Let's see if, and the Tigers made them punt after only picking up 4 yards. 2 men in the backfield on either side of Lindsay.
Drive start from the Alice's 7. And they're going to start even further back as a false start penalty is called. How many total flags have we had tonight? Not too many.
Not a lot. 3 for Vincennes and 1 for Memorial.
So that's half the distance. Makes it first and a little bit longer. So 1st and 13. They go on the inside give, and fighting for extra yardage is Tanner Gilbert. Tough running there for Gilbert, and he stretches it to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 10 on 1st and 13. Joseph Hickey, who just had that big punt, was able to make the tackle and to fight hard to bring him down. It's 2nd and 3 now. Gives them some breathing room. And they were backed up inside their own 5. Quarterback Lindsay takes it himself, dancing through the line of scrimmage. He got off a tackle from Broshears and gets quite a bit of extra yardage, scampering to the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 15 for Luke Lindsay.
A good way that time by Lindsay is finally run down by Zemer. Gets them out of their shadow of their own goalpost, they say, and all the way out near the 30 to the 29, and a first down. Good second effort there. As you can see, breaks the tackle and keeps his feet going. And here's a guy that was a leading receiver, and since Xander Hunt went down, this is the second game now. he looks a little bit more comfortable running this offense here tonight.
Handoff McCormick, he's upended. Broshears broke up that play. McCormick maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Mac McCormick had a good first half. Mike labeled him as the X factor, a guy that was not on their stats in terms of having any carries before tonight. He's done some good work this evening. Back to the ground game. This is McCrary. Donovan Baker got in there quickly. Baker second on the team in tackles this year and number 1 in tackles for loss. That's a loss of about a half a yard there. Third and long for Vincennes.
Yeah, he sustained as the blocker and then gobbled up the runner.
About 4.5 minutes gone here in the second half. Tigers had the ball once. This the first drive for Vincennes, leading 6-0. We've seen Lindsey complete a couple of passes tonight. His longest throw was a 33-yard strike to Darius Hill in the second quarter. They motion Gilbert to the right side. Lindsey is trying to run for it, cuts it back inside, and then he is swarmed by 3 or 4 blue jerseys at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6. It's 5 yards shy of the first down. Now Vincennes will punt. The Tigers defense gets a stop on their first trip to the field here in the third quarter. This game has a feel for the Tigers. They're going to need a special teams play or something on defense.
Somebody has to make a play, defense, offense, or special teams. I'm sure Coach Hurley will take any one of those 3.
Said I wouldn't kick it to Luke Elsterman. He is one of the Tigers back deep to return this punt, along with Dylan Kendrick. They kick it short and out of bounds. Boy, that's not a good punt. Tigers are going to get the ball around the 50-yard line, it looks like. There's a low kick. They mark it off. And the Tigers will get it in Vincennes territory at the 48-yard line.
Just a 14-yard punt. That's the maybe the break that the Memorial Tigers team and fans are looking for.
Tigers had a few drives in the first half that started inside of Vincennes territory. Of course, 0 points. Best field position was at the Vincennes 25. On 1st and 10, Bryant chucks it to Elserman. Catches. Now he runs the 45-yard line. That is a gain of 5 on that quick hitter. Halfway through this third quarter, second chance the Tigers have offensively since the halftime break.
3 bunch receivers down to the bottom of your screen.
On 2nd and 5, Bryant on play action, slings it across the middle, batted in the air, and it's picked off. At the 30-yard line, right in the breadbasket for Rye Cat. Second INT for Bryant tonight. Good field position spoiled once again for Memorial.
Yeah, Bryant was getting big-time pressure up the middle, gets it off, intended for Elsperman, tipped there by 19. And that tip was by linebacker Jace Kinnett. So the second interception, and again, Vincennes had 12 coming in, and that's their second tonight.
Yeah, 14 interceptions on the season for the Alices. Here is a jet sweep to McCrary, and he's fooled by no one. He gets punished. Loss of a half a yard for B.B. McCrary. Good speed there from the Memorial defense. Lively and Broshears tag teamed on that tackle. It's 2nd and 11. Been a quick moving game with not much scoring and, of course, a lot of running plays. Makes the handoff. Quarterback keeps it himself. Donovan Baker came flying in from behind, was able to slow down Lindsey, and then a few of the Tigers brought down the Vincennes quarterback. Lindsey able to stretch it to the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
Might see that bunch formation on short yardage. They'll put 3 of the running backs right behind the offensive line. But Lindsey has shown out of that Wildcat formation, he's been able to run the football too.
First down is at the 41-yard line for Vincennes. 4:25 to go, 3rd quarter. They're in front 6-0. Lindsey tries to run it here. Got a block on the outside. Had his steam. Lindsey with a hard hit. Gets the first down to the 42-yard line. Desmond Johnson tried to get there before he picked up the first down. Lindsey needed 8, and he got 9.
Second first down on the half. He got to the outside. They broke contain, and that allowed him to pick up the first and move the sticks. That play designed to go up the middle, but he bounced outside.
First down, ball is loose. On the handoff exchange from Lindsey, who was trying to feed it to Gilbert. Was just about to say before that snap, Vincennes does not have a turnover. They do have a turnover on downs. Almost coughed it up there, and it's a loss of 6.
Yeah, the lack of exchange there. It was the second man through that he was going to hand it off to, and too close to each other results in a loss of 5.
We've seen Lindsey occasionally throw the ball tonight. Might be a situation here on 2nd and 16. Nope, handoff to McCrary, and McCrary cannot escape the grasp of Donovan Baker, who soars in again, gain of 2.
The defensive ends have been able to, especially Baker, been able to crash down, but on a few occasions, their crashing down has allowed Vincennes to turn the corner. So this will bring down a 3rd and long. This is where you want to just pass it as far as you can go, and if it gets intercepted, it's just like a punt.
Darius Hill, who has a 33-yard catch tonight, lines up here on the near side. Desmond Johnson covering him. 3 even to go, 3rd quarter. Lindsey barking out instructions, play clock down to 7. Lindsey's going to hand off to McCrary, right up the middle, and McCrary is able to skip to the 41-yard line, gain of 3. Pretty conservative there from Vincennes, and they'll punt it away.
Cutting in there and knocking him down was Alex Brochures. Thanks to Sam Mattingly, our stat guy across the way in our press box as we broadcast from inside Boise High School. Unofficially, that's his 13th tackle of the night.
So just Elserman back deep to return this punt from Lindsey. Kick is away. Another rough kick. It rolls over toward the Tigers' sideline and takes a Vincennes bounce. And it is deadened at the 36-yard line. And Rockabar joined them at their new location, the corner of Green River Road and 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. Stop by after the game or for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or your favorite pizza and other fine food. Again, Mike, as you keep going over the same point, but for as poor as the Tigers' offense has been tonight, you're still one big play away from possibly taking a lead. You're only down 6. 2:07 left, 3rd quarter. 4 wide receivers set for Liam Bryant. Looking to pass here. They go out to Elserman. Got a couple of blockers. 40 to the 45. Elserman 50. Cruising into Vincennes territory, and he's wrestled out of bounds at the Alice's 40-yard line.
And that's just the Tigers' 3rd first down of the entire game.
24 yards. I think Vincennes was wanting a hold on that last play. Yeah. Maybe they have an argument, maybe not. Doesn't matter, though. 1st and 10 from the 40. They go the same play, other side of the field. Elserman, 35. Head of steam, 30. Twisted down to the turf. Gain of 9, so back-to-back solid plays for the Tigers, and they are starting to threaten here coming up toward the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that's what you like to see, especially when your top offensive man out there, Luke Elsperman. If the play worked one way, why not go the same play the other way? And they did. And why not come back with the same play the other way?
Elshman lines up here to the left on the inside of a trips wide receiver set. Here they come with it. Elshman makes the catch, and he brings it back toward the middle of the field, fighting hard for that first down, but he's going to be shut off shy, about a half-yard gain.
A couple of defenders out there.
So it's 3rd and 1, and we'll see if Porter Road gets a call here.
Blake Green was the man on the tackle. He's their leading tackler coming in.
Hard count, no jump. Still plenty of time on the play clock.
Ellsperman out to the right on the bunch.
They pitch it to Road. Trying to get a block. He got one from Dasman Johnson, but a flag flies in as Road did pick up the first down, and it might be coming back.
That's in the area of holding. And that's only the second penalty, both holding against the Tigers, and if you're a Tiger fan, and a very inopportune time.
So it takes away Porter Road first down, backs it up to the 41-yard line, and it makes it 3rd down and 11. So probably 2 plays to get 11 yards here with 28 seconds to go in the third. Tigers trailing 6-0. Bryant back to pass. They set up the screen pass this time with Schultz. He can't make the catch. It goes through his fingertips, and it's 4th down.
Left to punt it away.
So a drive that was starting to work into the Vincennes territory around the 30. Road had a first down, but it got erased with that holding penalty. And the Tigers will punt again here with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Well, Hickey has been good at pinning opponents deep in their own territory. Can he do it again here? Well, that's a punt that goes off the side of his foot. Stays in bounds and then hops out at the 30. 11-yard punt. That also, well, there's 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. So we'll have one more play left. Be sure to stop by the Evansville Hyundai Auto Dealership for your next purchase of a new or used car, located on Evansville's east side. It is home of the 100,000 miles powertrain warranty and 3 years free maintenance. So one more play here to end this third quarter. Vincennes will start from their own 30. They'll run it. And it's a gain of a couple of yards, which takes us to the end of the third quarter. Still 6-0 Vincennes as neither team scores in the third quarter.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career. Your first pay raise. The 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family. Or the day of your last car loan payment. Much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Memorial. Hey, thanks for being here. You're in great hands.
Well, nobody scores in the third quarter, so we're right where we're at halftime. 6-0 Vincennes, 12 minutes to go, and they will have a second down and about 7 from their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, those 6 points, that was not a touchdown and a missed extra point. That was 2 field goals coming in the second quarter. As Memorial's deepest penetration, Jevin, offensively in the ball game has been to the Vincennes 23. The Alice has got down to Memorial 12 and 15 to kick those field goals by Lindsay. 36 minutes in the books, 12 more to go. Vincennes with the ball.
Lindsay's going to pitch it out to the right side. And that play doesn't go for much. Alex Brochier's had a beat on the play. That was Tanner Gilbert, the big 6-foot senior, who was running that ball. No gain, so it's 3rd and 7.
Well, Vincennes is, they've been using a variety. They've been running in between the tackles. They've been utilizing the outside. They've had a couple of big plays, one by the pass, one by the run. So they've done just a little bit of everything offensively.
Lindsay, he's going to roll out to his left here on 3rd and 7. Takes off running, and he's brought down out of bounds just past the 35-yard line. He gained 2 or 3.
That was the same play where they threw to Darius Hill. He rolled out left, and Hill went down the sideline. Good coverage in the secondary, as that will force a punt situation for Vincennes.
Last 2 punts off the foot of Lindsay have not been his best kicks of the year, one of which was a 12-yard punt. The last one wasn't pretty, but he got a friendly bounce, so we'll see what happens here with Dylan Kendrick and Luke Elsperman back deep to return. Start thinking about possessions in terms of the Tigers being able to score. You might have a few more possessions left in this game. This one a better kick. Winds up out of bounds.
Let's see where they spot it.
Not let Luke Elsperman return this punt. Near side official walks it off. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Hey, you belong at Ivy Tech Community College with 5 times to start each year. They have flexible scheduling. There is always a great time to begin at Ivy Tech. Join them for Tuesdays at the Tech. Of course, these two offenses don't have their starting quarterback, but they came in, the Tigers averaging 24 points a game, Vincennes at 30 points a game. It's been a defensive battle. Tigers' last drive had some momentum, but a holding penalty shut it off around the Vincennes 30. Bryant's going to throw it to the far side. Caught middle of the field. Elsperman has some space. 35. Weaving through traffic. Still on his feet. And he's brought down at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 11.
Each team has 2 first downs here this second half, Jevin.
I think the hope is that Luke is able to break one of those at some point. Gets 11 yards there. He had 3 blockers out in front.
Vincennes' defense has done a good job of swarming. Once it looks like a Tiger's got an open field, they close quickly.
They shift road now to the right hip of Bryant.
They're going to drop 7, rush 4.
Looking near side is Bryant. Now he slings it way too high for Luke Dockery, the sophomore wide receiver. It's second down.
Yeah, anticipating the pass. Coach Salters dialed up 7 defenders dropping off. Even with the 4-man rush, Bryant didn't have a lot of time. Trips to the top of the screen.
Second and 10 for the Tigers' 38-yard line. They're going to try it with Road this time. Following those blockers far side, he squirts through, and Road is upended. Flying past the first down marker. A pickup of 11 for Porter Road and moved the chains.
Good acceleration that time as they were able to get to the outside with that. Quick pitch. And good stop there. Not sure if the tackle, who made the tackle, but if he doesn't, Rhodes got a clear path ahead of him. No triple bunch to the bottom of the screen now.
See if they run the same thing here the near side with Rhodes.
Why not?
Inside of 10 minutes to go, Tigers down 6. They fake it to Rode. Bryant dancing in the pocket. He's going to launch it here near side. Double coverage. It's batted away. It looked like Raiden Benson, the senior, was going to have a chance to possibly pick that off. He got his paw on it. Dangerous throw by Liam Bryant. Incomplete, second down.
Yeah, Benson, as we said earlier, he leads the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference in interceptions with 4, and it looked like number 5 was here. He tries to get it at the highest point and just can't come up with it. Bring down a 2nd and 10. You got that 2 deep secondary that they've been playing, so the middle of the field passing has not been open.
Elsperman can't handle the pass. They're going to say it's a backward pass, fumble, and then recovered by Simon Schultz. Almost disaster for the Tigers, resulting in a turnover.
Not so sure about that one.
So it's 3rd and long. What'd you think?
I thought it was a forward pass. Let's see.
Yeah.
I guess not necessarily. He might have been. He was standing forward, but it was where the ball was, and they ascertained that it was a lateral.
So it's 3rd and 16 for the Tigers from their own 42-yard line. Bad snap. Bryant tries to scoop it up. He's going to throw it incomplete at the feet of Porter Rode.
And Rode could have caught that ball, but I think that was a good play by Porter not to catch it. So back-to-back fumbles, not lost, but that moves the Tigers to 4th and long and forcing a punt.
Joseph Hickey, who's had a busy night punting, will kick it.
He had 7 punts against Wrights last week.
Punts it toward the Tigers' sideline, and it skips to the 9-yard line. And with 9:07 left, the Vincennes offense comes back out on the field at leading at 6-0.
29-yard punt, no return.
Well, Vincennes this year, their 5 wins have been against Boise, Mater Dei, Central, Castle, and Harrison. Their 2 losses have been at Wrights and at North. North game was last week. They are trying to move to 6-2 with a win here. If that does happen, they would be tied with the Tigers, who would drop to 6-2, but still 9 minutes left and a 1-score game. Handoff goes to the right side, a pickup of 5. Looks like that was B.B. McCrary on the carry. Matthew Hawkins made the stop for the Tigers. Officially, they gave him 4. They're going to pass here on 2nd and 6, some pressure. Flushes Lindsey out. He'll use his legs, and he will walk out of bounds on the Tigers' sideline.
He turns a loss into a gain.
He got to the 35. I thought he got more yards than just 2. So it's 3rd and 4.
Coach, defensive coordinator Ben Johnson, he dialed up the blitz, and Lindsey was able to counteract it with his feet, as you said.
Memorial defense trying to force a 3-and-out and get the offense back on the field, trailing by 6. Now we have whistles, timeout, Vincennes. We'll take a timeout as well here in IndianaSRN.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Wrights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org for more information.
8:23 left in the ballgame. 6-0 Vincennes. They have a 3rd and 4 from their own 35-yard line. Here is a handoff trying to stretch it near side. A huge hole opened up. First down and much more for McCormick, the sophomore, who had a big first half. Big carry there to the 40. 25 yards.
J.J. Lowry, a saving tackle there, has great acceleration. Let's watch it on the right side of your screen. Makes a step and then just slings by. Big pickup.
And also that chews up more of the clock. Vincennes does have a good field goal kicker, so another first down, they'll be close to field goal range, leading 6-0. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. And, wow, he got way more than he probably should have. A gain of 7 for Luke Lindsay.
He kept his balance after getting hit, leaned forward, and when you lean forward, good things happen, and that did there. Lindsay playing in the quarterback position for the second week in a row, playing with a lot more confidence.
Second and 3 from the 33-yard line. A couple of guys in the backfield with Luke Lindsay.
Pull the guard.
Tigers showing blitz there. This is McCrary. He squeezes through for the first down. Keeps the feet moving before he's yanked down to the 25-yard line. That was play number 5 of this drive, and a fresh set of downs for the Alices.
Good offensive line surge that time by Vincennes. And McCrary shows why he's been coming into this game averaging about 100 yards a ball game.
7 minutes to go. And it's 1st and 10 from the Tigers' 25-yard line.
I think Coach Salters might order up a huge dose of McCreary here in this last 25 yards.
Also use some of that game clock. Play clock down to 6 seconds. And a flag flies here from the near side.
Usually a illegal shift or a procedure call. Offsides.
But they signal...
Offsides Vincennes.
Vincennes, yeah.
Somebody lined up for offsides probably on one of the outside receivers. So let them march him back 5.
So 1st and 15 now from the 30. That clock continues to move with 6.5 to go.
Well, Vincennes had the ball 14 minutes and 13 seconds in that first half. Memorial only had it 9:47, and Vincennes has got the advantage here in the second half as well.
McCrary on a delayed handoff. Play was slow developing. That allowed 3 Tigers jerseys to get in the backfield, a tackle for loss, a loss of 3, and it's 2nd down and 18 now.
Well, McCreary's run the ball well, and of course, Mac McCormick has run the ball well as well. Both of those guys in the backfield with Lindsay. Coach Salter says don't snap until about 4 seconds on the play clock.
Quarterback run right up the middle. And Lindsay able to get 2. Sets up 3rd and 15.
In on a stop, Gene, number 40, and also in there, 54, Landon Merrimie.
Well, we saw their kicker Luke Lindsay make a 29-yard field goal on a 32-yard field goal tonight. He missed from 47, hooked it a bit left, and it was short.
Well, this drive started on Vincennes 29 with 9:07, so they've had the ball a little over 4 minutes.
Play number 8 of this drive. Gilbert's got the ball, comes near side, and Gilbert is walloped out of bounds after a pickup of 2 to the 28-yard line. So it's 4th and 13.
Brochure's on again. I think unofficially 16 or 17 tackles for the junior.
So you try a long field goal again or take a shot?
Well, this is going to be a long field goal. It's going to be a 46-yarder.
And again, if he misses short and there is no return, the ball comes out at the 20. So it's worth the risk. 46 yards for Lindsay. He could put this game on ice essentially with 4:50 to go. Kick is blocked. And the Tigers fall on it at the 32-yard line. Looked like the holder had some problem with the snap. McCrary bobbled it a bit. That allowed Baker to get in there and block that kick. And so with 4:46 left, the Tigers get at least one more shot, trailing 6-0.
Yeah, Jeremiah McGuire was the one that fell on it. So is this the play that they're looking for? And there's Baker. Ball bounces up in the air. And the Tigers now with the ball on their own 32 with 4:46 to go has to get some offense going.
Tigers offense has not got inside the red zone all night long. They were down at the 25-yard line at one point in the game. They start this drive out of the Wildcat with Elsperman. He's going to run near side. Here's some trickery now as they try to come inside, and nothing there. Losing his footing was Dockery. Loss of a yard or two there. And so we'll see if Coach Hurley has a few more tricks up his sleeve here with 4.5 to go. They say he lost 3 yards on that play, so it's 2nd and 13. Balance set, 2 wide receivers each side. Bryant tries to set up the screen pass. It's caught by Elsterman. He's dancing at the 30, and he is able to sprint past the 35 to the 37, a gain of 8. That play didn't develop well early, but Elsterman still gets a profit out of that play, and it's 3rd and manageable now.
Chase Kinnett, the linebacker, makes the stop. You're almost looking at 4-down territory here.
3rd and 6 now for the Tigers. First down is their own 42-yard line. Memorial with all 3 timeouts. Vincennes side making some noise. They're looking to move to 6-2. Bryant in the pocket. He's going to launch one left side, batted in the air, and it is incomplete. Out of bounds on the far sideline. Almost a 3rd interception of the night for the Vincennes defense. It was Raiden Benson, the senior over there, who caught that ball off the deflection, but he was out of bounds, and now it's 4th and 6.
Decision time. If you punt it away, here's the replay. Bryant throws a good ball, but double coverage. You're going to double coverage Luke Elsperman no matter where he goes. Could be the ball game right here.
Chance of defense on the Vincennes side. They spread him 5 wide from the Tigers' 36-yard line.
Just a 3-man rush. They're going to drop 8.
And now the Tigers will burn a timeout, which could be big, especially if you don't pick up a first down here. Defense gets back on the field, and you're down to about 3 minutes to go. So we'll take a quick timeout here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Tigers need a first down here, 4th and 6 from their own 37-yard line, trailing 6-0, 3:23 to go. Tigers just burned their first time out of the second half. So whatever your best play here is, go with it. They're going to spread them 5 wide again on back-to-back plays. Ken Bryant, the junior, making his first start, come through here. In the pocket, he's going to launch it across the middle, too low, incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. They're looking for Porter Road, and now Road is limping off the field. Vincennes will take over at the Tigers' 37-yard line.
And they rushed 4. They had a 3-down lineman. They added a linebacker on the rush. But coming across the field, they had everyone covered.
Looks like the ball was deflected a bit too at the line of scrimmage there on the replay. And it fluttered short, so 3:19 left. Tigers with 2 timeouts. They're going to have to force a 3-and-out to have a chance here to get the ball back one more time. McCrary. Short gain of a yard. McCrary thought he stayed on his feet, but the whistle was blown as he was marked down after a gain of a yard, maybe 2, to the 35.
And Coach Salters is saying, do not snap it until there's under 4 seconds to go on the play clock.
One first down from Vincennes would make it extremely difficult, if not put the game on ice. They go with the sophomore blasting his way up the middle, and he's got the first down. It's a gain of 8 to the 26-yard line. Stops the clock for the moment with 2:28.
Sam Nichols on the stop, but not after they move the sticks. Again, we've said it several times, McCormick has come up big here for the Alice's here tonight, dragging tacklers.
And McCormick, a 6'3 sophomore, 210 pounds, really had not ran the football all year long. Quarterback Lindsay peeks at that game clock and play clock. Play clock down to 5 seconds here on 1st and 10. They go right back to him. Why not? Right now they're just trying to protect the football as well. McCormick, a short gain. Coach Hurley still with 2 timeouts left, not using them yet.
Slowed down by Brashears. Knocked down by Lively along with Zemer. No hurry by Vincennes. And they come in ranked in the state, both polls.
On the AP poll, they were tied for 15th. Tigers were 8th in Class 4A. Of course, Vincennes in Class 3A.
Fumble.
Fumble snap, and wisely that has fallen on it now. The Tigers will burn their second timeout. So they've got 1 left with 1:14, and we'll take a timeout as well.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rocca Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rocca Bar Pizza.
So So it's 3rd and 12 for Vincennes here. After they fumbled the snap, they just fell on it. Tigers with 1 timeout left. 1:14 to go in the game. 6-0 Vincennes. And they're going to hand off up the middle. Shifty move there by McCormick. And the Tigers will stop it for the final time here with 1:07 to go. And we'll keep it here. And remind you that People's Furniture Mattress Outlet is a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. 50 years of operation for a business that is family and third generation owned. How easy can it get? For quality furniture and a quality mattress, stop by and see the friendly folks at People's Furniture Mattress Outlet in Evansville. We also remind you this broadcast is brought to you by IHSAA, and you are not allowed to reuse the broadcast
in any way.
That is correct.
All right.
I'm ad-libbing a little bit here tonight,
okay.
but yeah.
All right.
Don't record this broadcast again,
right.
is what I'm saying, yes.
Well, Vincennes has done a great job defensively. They have not allowed Memorial inside their own red zone. Just the Vincennes 23-yard line. They've been inside the red zone twice, Vincennes has, and they've kicked field goals both times. Of course, our peace of mind, folks, they sponsor us on the red zone. So one more first down for Vincennes. It's going to be 4th down. If Tigers can stop it, they can get it one more time.
So 6 yards for a first down. They've got 3 options around it there in the backfield. They're going to go to McCrary. McCrary slices and dices. He's got the first down. And Vincennes, well, I thought they had the game won. The ball came loose.
They said he was down.
They said he was down by contact before he lost the ball. So Vincennes moves the chains. They'll take a quarterback kneel down, and they will move to 6-2 as flags did fly in late.
It was down to the 8-yard line. Got the crowd excited that time. Now, what's the discussion? Maybe some
I think a lot of the flags came after,
extracurricular activity after the play. Could be offsetting. Or they could pick up the flags.
So
in any case, Coach Salters talking to Lindsay, he says, we can just take a knee here because they don't have a timeouts left. Or they've got one. The Tigers do have one left.
So there wasn't a sportsmanlike on Vincennes. Somebody just got ejected. So the white hat tossed somebody out.
Vincennes against North had someone tossed out.
Here's Coach Salters getting the explanation from the officials. Coach Salters came in tonight 0-4 all-time against Memorial. It was 65, I believe, who got ejected on that play.
We won't identify him. Vincennes just needs to take a knee. Coach Salters says to Lindsay to get everybody organized. Make sure we have 11 guys on the field.
So the run from McCrary picked up the first down, and then he had the flag after the play.
And the victory formation.
So victory formation for Vincennes, and they're going to move to 6-2, and the Tigers will drop to 6-2. Both teams with backup quarterbacks tonight, and just enough offense from the Alice's. 2 field goals from actually their backup quarterback, Luke Lindsay. 29 yards in the second quarter, and then 32 yards late in the second quarter proves to be enough. Tigers will go back to that first half where they had several possessions in Vincennes territory, one of which that started at the 25-yard line and got nothing out of it. So these two teams will finish up the regular season next week. Vincennes will return home and take on Jasper after 3 straight weeks on the road. Memorial will try to snap a 2-game skid there at Castle next week to wrap up the regular season. And both teams will be watching the IHSAA sectional draw this Sunday at 5 o'clock Central Time. Our post-game show is coming up next as Vincennes wins at 6-0 on IndianaSRN.
Support the local economy and save more when you shop at the Pet Food Center. We have over 6,000 pet-related items for dogs, cats, birds, fish, reptiles, turtles, rabbits, hamsters, gerbils, and more. Anything you want for your pet, we've got it. Includes full lines of the best pet food, birdseed, a full line of heated pet products, pet clothing, toys, and more. Walk in, curbside pickup, shop online, and free local delivery.
Anything you want for your pet, we've got it. Pet Food Center.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life.
I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment. And I believe a memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Wrights Memorial.
Back on our post-game show here at Enloe Field, Vincennes wins at 6-0. They improved to 6-2. Tigers dropped to 6-2. A couple of field goals from Luke Lindsay wins it for the Alices, both of which came in the second quarter. All right, Mike Scovara, let's name our Rockabar player of the game.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of candidates for Vincennes as probably Mac McCormick, the sophomore, surprise, doing a good job. B. McCray carrying the ball well, but Luke Lindsay doing the job, running the offense, coming in for Xander Hunt in the second week, doing a great job running the offense, the junior. And he does it running and the ball as well, but he gets it with his leg. He comes in not making a field goal all year, attempts 4, makes 2, and makes it a 6-0 victory for Vincennes. So our Rockabar player of the game. And again, certainly go to Rockabar and thank them and tell them Luke Lindsay is the player of the game.
All right, so Rockabar Pizza, stop by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The new location, 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. For the Tigers, a lot to work on offensively. They're trying to figure out who's the guy to be the quarterback for the injured Matthew Fisher. Will Petke struggled last week. Liam Bryant struggles this week, so you got 1 week left to figure it out before sectional play.
I had unofficially 72 yards of offense for Memorial, 222 for Vincennes. Vincennes, Jevin had the ball 29 minutes and 34 seconds to 18-26 for the Tigers. A couple of turnovers forced by Vincennes, and they really dominated the line of scrimmage both offensively and defensively, and that's why both teams are now 6-2.
All right, huge thanks to our IndianaSRN crew tonight. Our video guy, Daniel Thacker. Chuck Levine was our producer tonight. Tucker Smith had our halftime show. And for Mike Scovara, I'm Javin Redmond. Thank you. It's been a pleasure and a privilege. Vincennes wins at 6-0. Back your way next Friday for the final game of the regular season. Memorial at Castle. Kickoff at 6:30. The pregame show at 6:15. So long from Enloe Field, and have a great weekend.